Can everybody hear me? Is this a good volume? Okay, good. All righty. I'd like to call to order our first members meeting of the new league year. No, that's not going to work. So welcome to everybody who's come out to our meeting tonight, and also to those who are joining by Zoom. Looks like we've got a good crowd tonight. I haven't counted everybody, but I can just see from the room it's full. And I think, didn't Wilbur set up 75 chairs? So we must be pushing 75 or more. Yeah. So I hope everyone's had a good summer and been enjoying the things that you love to do during the summer, but it's good to be back together again. So if you didn't sign up as you came through the door, make sure and do so, because we will have some door prizes at the end of the evening. So you don't want to miss out on that. So my name is Yvonne Beyer, and I'm the president of the Art League this year. My husband, Brian, and I, Brian, you want to stand up? That's my husband. We've been enjoying being members of such a great group of artists, and we look forward to all the art opportunities that the Art League has to offer. And Brian and I both enjoy the world of photography. So even though we're in the minority of everybody, with the group being mostly painters, we still enjoy all the meetings, and because there's such an overlap with the painters and photographers, we just get a lot out of all the meetings and so many good speakers. So we just enjoy the group. So we have a wonderful group of volunteers this year on our board, our committees, and our service and support team. So thank you to all of you who are serving this year. And if you are serving in one of these positions, could you please stand so we can recognize and thank you? Anybody on the board, committees, service and support team? Lots of volunteers. And we couldn't do all that we do without all of these volunteers. So thank you so much. So I'd like to welcome our new members that are here with us tonight. If you're a new member, can you raise your hand and then stand up and just introduce yourself and tell us what your medium is, what you like to paint, or if it's photography? Okay, go ahead.
Whatever was. I don't really know what my medium is. It's quite open. And I'm just playing with it to see if it's something that, I've done watercolor, oil paint, and clay, and all sorts of things. So I'm going to try something.
All right. Well, welcome, Cynthia. Yes. Did you raise your hand? Okay. You want to introduce yourself, please?
Rachel.
Okay.
Been doing it for over 20 years.
Okay.
I did a lot of that. I've lived in South Carolina in the 90s. Back where it's called home.
Getting back into it. Well, that's great.
Pulled out a gallery.
Okay. Oh, we're sure glad to have you, Rachel. Right. Well, good. Good to have you here. Other new members, yes. Okay. I'm glad to have you here, Deborah. Other new members? Yes. Watercolor wannabe. Okay. Good to have you here, Tally. Yes.
Hello, I'm Tom Gregory. I'm a photographer. And
Yes.
I'm here to be the Andre Matisse to Brian Beyer to the process.
Good to have you here, Tom. Any other new members? Okay, do we have some special guests with us here tonight? Anybody just a guest? Sandra? Okay. Yes.
in the area, and so was art lover, started working around.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome, Rita. Any other guests? Yes? Oh.
My name's Karen McKay, and I'm gonna want to be watercolor.
Welcome.
Dan Godfrey, doing a drawing workshop for you guys in 2 weeks, October 26th at my studio that's 4 miles down the road. So
Okay. Well, welcome, James. Did you want to talk more later about that or? Okay, well, we do have James's workshop information on our website. So please think ahead to that in October. And what was the date again? 26th. So yeah, it's a 1-day workshop and it's at your studio, right? Which is not far from here. So check it out on the website. It should be a great workshop if you're interested in drawing and learning to be a, excuse me, learning to be a better drawer. So welcome, James. Pardon? Okay. Anyone else, a guest here today? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, well, welcome, Yvonne. Any other guests that we missed? All right. So I want to thank the board for providing our refreshments tonight. Also for Kay Stallings and Mary Collette and Karen Larrabee heading up the food table. It looks like that we had a good spread there tonight. So you can go home and know that you don't have to fix dinner when you get back there. We're going to be passing around a sign-up sheet for refreshments for next month. We need some volunteers to help bring food so we can all enjoy the social time and refreshment time. So we have a lot of members who come each month, so we want to be sure and have enough snacks. Karen, did you want to say anything else to the group?
Want to do something, you don't want to get involved for the whole year. So maybe something for the league, and we'll do like 1 month program, all the people that sign up for your month, and then and help set things up in the state now. And then maybe next week you might want to get up the refreshment committee, right? So there's also a sheet of the support that's going around. Which is 1 month program to go, and it's the sheet for the whole year. So if you know you're going to be here in February, and go, oh, I can do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. I'd also like to introduce Don Morton here. He's our new tech guy. And Don is here to help us with all things technological. So we're very grateful to have Don here and his willingness to serve us in this way. Do you want to say anything about yourself, Don?
Don't know what to say. I've got about 40 years in media and AV services type work, maybe longer than that. And I work at CIU now, been there almost a year. And after 30 years, give or take a month or two at Prisma Health and 10 years at the university. So.
Thank you. We're glad to have you here tonight. And I'd like to welcome our presenter tonight, Jamie Peterson, back here at the table. We're so glad that you could come share with us tonight. And Lainey McWilliams will introduce you a little bit more a little later. So a little reminder to all that have artwork on display in the Tap Gallery that's been there over the summer. Please take it home with you tonight because we have a new display for this month. This month, Brian Byer, my husband, has a display up, and he was the best of show winner at the annual juried show this past spring. So the TAP Gallery will have his work up there for the next month. But then starting the night of our next meeting, which will be in October, we'll have our time where people can bring their artwork for a special theme. And the theme for next month is Seasons of Change. So think about what you might bring with the theme Seasons of Change, and just bring it next month. You don't have to pre-register or anything, just bring your artwork. Make a copy of a gallery wall label so you can hook it on there with your name and everything. And also, if you want to look on our website under the gallery themes, you'll see all the themes for the rest of the year. So you can look ahead and plan ahead what you might bring for these gallery displays. So on the welcome table, you'll find a sign-up sheet for the Chapin Fall Art Festival, and that's going to be held on October 5th. Please contact Jan Lane by September 24th to indicate that you would like to participate in this event. It's going to be a chance to showcase your artwork for the festival goers that will be purchasing items there. And the event will be held indoors at Chapin Town Hall. So I think Jan has also some flyers over on the table. Is that right, Jan? Yeah.
Anybody wants to put them in a public place, because I don't know how much is being advertised. I haven't seen too many things out.
Yeah.
So we do the advertising.
So stand up just a second so everybody can see who you are in case you want to contact Jan if you'd like to be part of that festival, so we can have artwork displayed at the festival booth. Another reminder to also pay your league dues for the year if you haven't already. The dues can be paid online. That's the easiest way. You can also mail them to the Art League, or you can pay them here tonight. You want to try and pay them by September 30th to avoid a $10 late fee. So take care of that. Our upcoming workshop with Rebecca Horn will be this Friday and Saturday if you haven't already signed up. Rebecca's focus will be creating and painting 2D and a half mixed medium textures. So you can go online for additional details and to register. She was our speaker, I believe, in April and did a great job. And she's a very talented artist. So this would be a great workshop if you're interested in mixed medium. So a reminder to check out all our upcoming shows, workshops, and events on our website. And you can find out all the information you need going on the website, as well as being able to register for all the events. So dive into that website. There's lots of different tabs, workshops, shows, upcoming events, you name it, it's on there. So go in there, you can find everything that you need. So also, if you'd like to display your artwork in one of our public establishments, you can find out the requirements and how to sign up on our website under galleries. Display time varies from 1 to 3 months, depending on the establishment. So we've added a new place for our artwork to display, and that's the Chapin Theater, which is on Chapin Road. We're grateful to have the opportunity to display here. And for those that are displaying at any of the establishments, please remember that we're asked to provide information 1 week prior to your display date to our gallery coordinator, Diane Neal, and also to our blog writer, Sandra Oliver. They need to be able to post everything on our website and the blog. So please refer to my president's letter or check the website under public galleries for details on what all needs to be provided to them. The Irmo Library Extension is just a few more days away. So to register for this, we're accepting registrations through September 20th, which is this Friday. So we have room to display about 50 pieces, and it only costs $5 a piece to enter. So displaying at the library is a chance to sell your artwork. This is a non-juried show, but a People's Choice ribbon will be awarded. So think about maybe what you could put it up at the library. A lot of people go there and it makes for a nice display. So let's see here. Sign up for the Still Hopes exhibition begins this Thursday, the 19th, and runs through November 21st, or until the 50-piece limit is reached. Let's see, Kay gave me this. Remember that the show is open to the first 50 that register. You can list a second entry that will be allowed on a first come, first basis. But our goal is to have 50 artists entered. So please don't wait till the last minute to register for that. The deadline for entry is November 21st. Artwork is delivered November 30th. And then the show will be open to the public beginning December 2nd with a reception on December 7th. And don't worry, there'll be signage around the place. It's a big retirement home. They have a lovely display hallway with great lighting. So it's just really nice. So there'll be signage all around the place to help you get to the right building, because it is a little confusing. It'll take you right there and show you where to park and everything. So try and sign up for the Still Hopes show. And just read the prospectus carefully so you know all the requirements to enter the show. Our annual juried show calendar and prospectus is now online. So please mark your calendar with all the important dates as you plan ahead, as this is our big show of the year. Actual registration will be open beginning January 1st, but you may want to start thinking about your entries before then. Bobby, did you have anything else you wanted to? Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure everybody, start thinking about it, because March will be here before you know it. Registration will start January 1st. So, but just to let you know, all the dates are in place. Go on the website, look at the prospectus, look at all the dates that are on there. And thank you to Bobby and her team that have worked hard for getting everything organized so far. I know you've got a lot of work ahead of you, but they've got the prospectus done and all the dates. So that's very important.
There is sign-up sheets over here for anybody, but we're gonna need a lot of help when we get closer to the time.
Yes.
People know for the reception,
Mhm.
day, take down day.
Yeah, all the extra things, take in, take down day, reception, we need more than her committee to do all of that stuff. So chance to plug in there. I just want to mention, some of you have said you'd like to have a mentor. So I'd like Dale and Don Bishop to stand up so we know who you are. So if you are looking for a mentor to help you kind of get used to what all we do in the league, these are the people that you'll want to talk to. They'll be able to fill you in on everything. They've been with the league a long time, and so they know a lot of stuff, and they can help you. They can help you plug into things, or at least navigate our website. But thank you, Dale and Don, for the work you do. I'd like to also thank Carrie Summer for designing our new Art League brochure. We've got some of the brochures at the table. It looks great, and we appreciate her hard work on that. Is Carrie here tonight? There you are. I didn't see you come in. So thank you, Carrie. The brochure is great, and we really appreciate your expertise and all the graphic design you do to give us a good brochure. So thank you. Let's see. That all I need. I think that's all I've got to cover right now. So before Lainey McWilliams comes to introduce our speaker for tonight, I'd like to call on Barbara Tusink to come share with us about the Turtle Art Rocks Chapin project that's been going on for the community. And I'd like to personally thank Barbara and Sonia Dimler for all their dedication and hard work to see this project through from its beginning stages to almost completion. Many hours were put into this project. And I'd like to also thank the other members who helped in any way during the process, and also to all the artists who painted all those turtles. Each turtle was so amazing, and I just loved it when they were all together in one spot, and it just seemed like their unique personalities came alive, when you could see them. So they're all amazing, but Barbara's going to tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll move on to our speaker.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if everybody could hear that, but Kathy's asking, and she's asking for the library show, but it's true for all of our shows. If you enter a piece of artwork for the show, it needs to be prepped for wall hanging with a hanging wire. The little sawtooth hangers at the top, those don't work with the hanging systems. It has to be a wire across the back of the painting. And if you're not sure how to do that, we have lots of people who would be happy to get with you and help you learn how to do that properly, because it really does make a difference, not only for our shows, but for your artwork in general, because you should hang at a certain distance from the top of the frame so it doesn't hang out from the wall or, all these funky things. So if you don't know how to do it, ask. There's so many people that will help you do it. But for all of our shows, if you enter a piece, it should be properly prepped for wall hanging with a wire on the back. Okay. Okay. Turtles. Hi. All right. I'm Barbara Tusing, for those of you who haven't met me yet. And one of the hats that I wear for the league has been working with the Community Art Project for the last several years. And we've done all kinds of stuff, as you guys may or may not know. With that, we've done the big sailboats, and we've done trail markers, we've done murals and obelisks. And this year it was turtles, big turtles. So we had them locally handcrafted out of fiberglass, and they looked amazing. And then we did a RFP selection process to pick the 15 best proposals, and we assigned those proposals and artists to each of the 15 handcrafted turtles, and they turned them into 15 very unique and beautiful pieces, which was great. It was a lot of fun. Everybody in here who did a turtle, stand up, raise your hand, be proud. Woo! Did you have fun? Okay. Everybody who did it tells me they love doing it. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing, because there's multiple reasons we do this. One is because we want to give more opportunities for our artists to do some different and creative things, which we love that's been successful in this, that everybody's enjoying having a part of it. We love adding more artwork into the community, because we truly believe that communities are all strengthened by having more artwork available and easily and freely accessible to the public. And we love doing it for the public themselves, because people just go, oh, I love those turtles, or whatever it may be. They get excited about it, and that's a good thing, because it gives them some enthusiasm and some pride in their own town. Makes them smile. And with each project, we do a scavenger hunt. So we try and encourage people to get out and see the artwork by encouraging them to play along in a game. So every turtle has a clue. And if you find all the clues and you solve the puzzle, then all those people got to put their scavenger hunt forms into a drawing basket and get prizes. And we had so many people that had helped us with all of the different pieces and parts of all of this. Sonia and I did a tremendous amount of work together, and unfortunately she couldn't be here tonight. But we did a lot of work to make all of this happen. We got all the artists that contributed. Karen went and found all the prizes for the scavenger hunt and for a cash raffle that we did to fundraise for it a little bit. We have so many members of this organization that make that happen. We have so many members of the community that make that happen. We had so many sponsors. We had people coming up to us and say, how do I do that? Because I didn't get to sponsor, and I'd like to sponsor. Well, that's the best thing you ever want to hear. So there's lots of good that goes with all of that stuff. So some quick numbers. We had 15 turtles this year. We had 62 registered bidders that were participating in the silent auction process that we did at the end, because what we do each year when we do one of these projects is we auction off the artwork at the end. Some of it ends up back in the public sphere and becomes part of the permanent Chapin Art Trail, which stays in place at all times. And some of it goes to private purchasers. And all the dollars raised from that go toward paying for this project and future projects. So it's kind of a revolving cycle. That and some grant money makes it all happen. So that's exciting. So we had 62 people participating in the bidding. One person won 2 turtles, much to the dismay of the other people from the 62 who didn't get any turtles. But that's okay too. There's somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose when you have an auction. So we had a lot of response. We managed to sell those turtles for an average of about $800 each, which is great. So we received in auction proceeds over $10,000, which is fabulous. Now, mind you, the turtles weren't free. It cost us money to make those things. So that's not pure profit. But combined with the grant money that we got and the sponsorships that we got and everything else, it makes it all work. So we're very happy about all that. We did have just straight up donations from members of the community that helped to make it possible for us to take one of those turtles to give back to the town. We always try to give at least one to the town so that they can put it on public town property and make it available on a permanent basis. And then we had cash raffles that we did that we also got some money. We had 100 people turn in their scavenger hunt forms. So there were a lot of people out there playing. We had other people who played, but told us they couldn't come on Labor Day. So we know that there was a lot of interest and engagement in that. And we heard from a lot of people that family units and social groupings and, this book club and all these different groups all went out together as a group and just had a blast doing it together. So that's a very good thing. We had 482 people vote for People's Choice in the booth on Labor Day, which tells you something about the kind of foot traffic we had that day. We had a tremendous number of people there. We had 15 absolutely gorgeous turtles. One of them was the winner of People's Choice, and that was the piece called Lake Living by Nikki Peoples, who's, I don't think here tonight, but she's one of our members. And so we were very happy for her, very excited for all of that as well. So it's all a good thing. So now my question to you, who wants to do it next year? No. No, but seriously, it takes a tremendous number of people to put a project together that's this big. Literally it's a year of planning and preparation to do something this big. So it takes a lot of effort and a lot of people. So it's a fun thing. It really is. So I would encourage any and all of you, little tiny jobs, bigger jobs, whatever you're interested in. If you want to be a part of it, please let me know, because we're always looking for more people to help make some of this stuff happen. It really is a very rewarding and engaging and worthwhile thing to do. But it takes the people to do it. So help out if you can, have fun with it, because it is a lot of fun. And thank you so much to each and every single person who played any part, large and small, in making it possible, in making turtles, and in every part of it. So thank you.
Okay, real quick, I just want to say, while Stephanie's coming up, come on up, Stephanie. She's going to give a quick announcement about our treasuring thing. But some of you are brand new members, and I do have some new member information packets back there if you want the paper kind. Otherwise, you can find all of this on our website. Here you go, Stephanie.
Our fiscal year ends end of August, and I just wanted to give a report of what all last year was. We started off last year, September 1st, with a balance of 49,042, and we ended in August with a balance of 61,828. I've got a sheet of profit and loss of what profit we made on workshops and the different shows, the jury show, Still Hopes, and the library shows, and also the increase of what our community art has increased, the grants that we got, the membership fees, whatever. So if you want a sheet, I've got a few over there. If you run out, just contact me and I can get you one.
Thank you so much for all you do, Stephanie. She works hard at that. And just to let you know that that money goes right back into the league. So it's used for things like what we've just talked about. I want to introduce our speaker, Jamie Peterson, and she's originally from Minnesota. First of all, my name's Lainey McWilliams. Some of you don't know me, so I'm the vice president of the league. So anyway, sorry about that. She's originally from Minnesota. She's the mother of 2 and a former Air Force officer. Thanks for serving her country. She's been working portraitist. She has been a working portraitist for over 20 years and has her work both in public and private collections. She was one of the first artists to begin working as a live painter in this latest resurgence of painting at events and weddings. And she'll tell you more about that. We want to welcome Jamie Peterson. Now's the time for the drawing. So we're going to ask Jamie if she will take a moment to give us some numbers. Yes, Litha? Yes, we'll let him speak just for a minute as soon as I'm done with this, so you can hear a little bit more about his thing. And then maybe people can meet Jamie if she would like.
We
have a few extra minutes. Okay, Jamie, I've got 3 prizes here, door prizes, and if you will pick a number between 1, oh no, not 1, that's me. So 2 and 65.
2 and 65. Well, 15 is my.
Okay, that would be Yvonne Byer.
I sure know how to pick them.
Yeah, you do.
You do too.
Okay. Next.
Let's do 48.
Christine Zinn. Zinn. Okay. Here you are, Christine. She's visiting. Mhm. Okay, one more.
27.
Oh, that's a blank.
I'm fired. 29.
Alice Godfrey. Alice. Oh, good. There you go. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you. And if you'll, hang around at the end so people can ask you questions. And is it John? James, you want to come up here and just share a little bit more about your workshop? Can you get through a minute or two and then we'll have everybody be able to clean up.
Sure. All right, just real quickly, I'll just give you a little background about myself. So my studio is literally 4 miles down the street. If you go towards, get on Old Lexington and drive towards the 4-way stop, 2 miles past is Point View. That's where my studio is. I've taught drawing at USC for 20 years, all levels of drawing. So drawing was always my first love, and I think it's one of the most important tools you can have in your toolbox. If you can draw well, it always translates to everything else. So I am a big, big believer in walking before you run. So I think when the workshop is geared at, we're going to do a site size drawing where we're going to take an image and I'm going to teach you how to take the image and draw it to scale based off of the image. And we're going to work on proportions, angling, values, everything. So in my experience, it's always a lot more fun doing things if you're really good at doing things, and guessing at doing things is great if you're a good guesser, not so much if you're not good at it. So my whole objective at USC, and I've always taught the same way, if you are approaching things with a good foundation, and Jamie talked about it in her presentation, it always ends up going pretty well, and I think you can't fake good foundational drawing skills, and that's what the workshop's going to be geared at. So we will work, from 9 to 4. I will do demos probably we'll do break it into 3 segments. So we'll do a section where I set the drawing up, talk about composition, how to lay things out, and then we'll go on to measuring, angling, blocking in value, and then I'll sort of hopefully leave the presentation with something you can take home and do some of the finish work. But setting things up is really key, and I think that's something that it's a teachable skill. So if you are someone that has never drawn before, do not be afraid. It is something that is teachable if you want to learn how to do it. So I have as much, if not more, success with students at USC that are biochemistry majors, pre-dental, people that just want to learn how to do it, than my studio majors. So studio majors are like me. They thought they knew everything when they got there, and they don't. So it's really nice when you can get people to just understand the basics and slow down long enough to understand the basics. If you can slow down and see it, you can always draw it. If you're not good at observational skills, you're never going to be able to draw things accurately. So it's a really, really good opportunity to sit and just kind of slow down. So I think it's a great opportunity. I hope some of you guys will join us. I have a nice studio space that will accommodate 18 to 20 folks. So hopefully I'll see some of your faces. Any questions? It's October the 26th from 9 to 4. I don't know what. And the supplies for the workshop. No, because it's just a 1 day. And I'll tell you real quickly about the supply list. We will use one mechanical pencil. We will use a kneaded eraser, a little tiny retractable eraser. I will give you the finest toilet paper that Costco sells to use for blending. And that's all you need. It's very simple. So I was taught to draw this way.
Paper
Exactly,
towels.
exactly. I had a drawing professor when I went to Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, and that's where I studied with a Russian drawing professor that changed the way I drew for the rest of my life. It's very humbling, very awful. But it's the way I teach and it's the way I draw now. So I think it translates well to teaching you guys how to slow down long enough. So I think it'll be a good experience.
You taught my
All right.
daughter last fall.
Really?
Yes, Layla Kaplinger.
Small world.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about the upcoming workshop.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have different last names.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. This was a lovely presentation by Jamie. We just enjoyed it so much and lots to think about, and what a great thing to do. So thank you, Jamie, for coming and sharing with us. And thank you, Dawn, for your first time being with us. I hope you'll come back. So you do a lot of work. So remember to turn in your name tags as you leave, sign up for refreshments and so forth, and we'll see you next week.